the last turn. I really have lost the main impetus of my army. I have very few cavalry left, and I'm just running out of steam already. So if I lose this campaign, I'll probably leave the campaign alone for a while, and come back to it another day. So for now, I've had a look around the map. I don't think there's much I can do for just now. We're just going to have to hold the line next turn. So that's border towers up in EO. No moves from the Japanese yet. Okay, that's a massive improvement in public order. I'm guessing things are still not great in Osumi, but I might be able to move some reinforcements up from Hyuga into EU. And let's see if we can. We'll see if we can corral the army in Tosa and Awa. Or will we? I'd actually like to take Sanuki because that is a good source of revenue for the Japan. No, I'm not thinking about this correctly. I need to keep my forces concentrated. Now, if things are improving over here, then I can consider invading. Well, Zuma is more valuable, but Benkingo is the more strategically important province, I think. So I'll take my armies into Bingo. Oops, okay. Maybe not everyone. Public order's not really improved enough yet. Alright. Oh, that's some reinforcements. I notice there's daimyo there. Now, admits the killing of the royal family might be our only recourse at this stage. So there hasn't been much Japanese resistance to me so far, but that will change. It's good that that army has arrived because we'll need its help. But there will come a time when there are no armies. There's the Japanese army. I think it's certainly safe to say that my blustering tone towards the Japanese has diminished. I no longer feel confident against them. So for this army, we're probably best off engaging with our spear line first, then sweeping in from the side with our cavalry. I'll set up the cavalry in the foothills here. They're just re-establishing themselves. Let's keep going. Not quite how I wanted this to go. but I can make it work. My cavalry will have their guts for garters before they even know what's going on. Right, back. We don't want to get hit by the Ariashigaru. Oh, never mind. Should have known that would happen. Actually get the light cavalry to pursue. I'll send my other units around. Don't like them getting so close to the enemies. Oops. Thunder bombers are kind of in the way, to be honest. It looks like the enemy are just trying to get off the field at this point.
The enemy leader is as great a coward as we hoped. He ran from the battlefield even as we said.
A little bit of bonus action. So I don't know if the enemy general will escape. Strategically, I don't really care, but it's worth trying, I suppose. Actually, you're supposed to let the generals live, because defeated enemy generals actually convey a malice upon their troops, rather than a bonus. There we go. We lost someone. It's definitely good to have some new loot to send to the Khan. Conditions in Seo are not good. Why is this area so troublesome? And there's still trouble down south. Well, I guess I'll send some troop, just kind of rearrange my lines a little bit here. Why is Buzin having trouble? Right. The presence of their daimyo is an irresistible target for me. Let's gather together an army and go after him. This seems obvious for a wily. Bingo is not going to be in good order at the moment. Let's see. These two move up, and I think at the moment we might be able to achieve quite a rapid advance. I'll see if I can cut off the Japanese in Izumo from retreat. Well, that's good. They just get lost then. Okay, and now's our chance. We're going to kill the enemy daimyo. Or should I say again? I think we'll just take the light wind after all of that terrible weather. Ashigaru, huh? Shouldn't be a problem. Come on, let's hurry this up. I'm going to try and catch them by surprise. Oh, their daimyo must have left the province. Oh. I mean, uh-oh. Man, they change targets quickly. That was close. Don't just let them shoot you. No, you have to keep them busy. Oh, thank goodness they're cowards. Well, that, and we did just kill most of them. Routers running straight into you can still be dangerous.
The enemy general has fallen, Great Khan.
Another
Let
general
us
for the
take
pile.
his skull as a drinking cup.
Well, not that this gets us too far. This army wasn't exactly worth much. But every little helps. As they say in Tesco. Alright. Ah, Japan is such a lovely shade of red right now. And by red, I don't mean... And that wasn't a comment on the bloody nature of the conflict. Unrest is kind of terrible right now. Let's see, what can I do to help set things settle down? There isn't still an unrest? Alright. I'm surprised we haven't had a revolt already. We are going to have to do something about this. Watchtower should be established next turn, so let's rearrange things in bingo. I'll send a few spears back in Awami. And Izuma's green. Well, in that case, take the heavy cavalry. Try and take most of the cavalry onwards. And help to restore order in Hoki. Tempting to take Mimasaka. Oh. I know Harima is their port, so if I can take that, I'll set back the reinforcements again. So let's see. I'm worried about getting cut off. I keep hoping these provinces will settle down on their own. I don't want to spend all of my loot on maintaining order. That one needs troops to maintain. Alright, pursue them into Awaji. I hope I'm not making a mistake, but I really want to kill that daimyo. If I kill him, the campaign could be just about won. I knew that was going to happen at some point. So do I let my position get split? I don't really have much of a choice, do I? At least it spreads the destruction. We should be able to handle this. So it's not just about collecting loot for the Khan. Every battle that gets fought like this is another... Well, every time we enter a new province, that's another province looted. So anything that the Japanese were building there gets destroyed. Which means no more recruitment, nothing like that. They're back to square one. Except for the watchtowers, which we don't destroy. And they don't destroy, helpfully. Because
The
they do.
enemy leader is as great a
I should have
coward
been
as we
quicker than that.
hope.
We could have cut them
He
down.
runs from the battlefield even as...
And they'll probably take up in the castle. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Okay. So we failed to catch them. But I need to reopen a land connection to my armies back home. I think I'll launch a spoiling attack into... Well, Awaji can just be retaken. I will launch a spoiling attack into Iyo to reopen the province. Let's see. Well, that should be enough to take care of the problem. I'm resigned to this threatening and angry red from now on. I don't know anything about the rebels, so I should really have reinforcements in Azuma. Strangely, rebellions only seem to happen once unrest drops below a certain point. So I'll send back some cavalry from Hoki. Yuck. Pull out to Murasaka, we're not going to be taking the province now. Too much unrest. I'm trying to go too quickly again. But things are looking brighter, and I've got some raiding in, which means we'll have a larger army in the reinforcements next time. This time, it's going to be revenge. So I was maybe exaggerating a little bit when I thought that the campaign was going to be over. I seem to have hit the Japanese pretty hard as well, and they're having trouble recovering quickly. However, I know that situation won't last, which is why I need to get a move on. And I also need to keep the reinforcements coming in. What are those troops up in the hill? Ah, I see, so there's the Yari Samurai. It looked like, with the combination of the horses and the spear points, it looked like those might be Yari cavalry. Right, I know what I'm going to do here. Because we need to hit and shatter that bow line quickly. Of course, if I can pull them all away from one another, that works too. Charge. Too late. This is going to get a little dangerous. Jesus! Ah, they did have Yari cavalry. And you see this right here? This is what you never want to see as an archer general.
The enemy general is running for his life, Great Khan!
Get the Ariashigaru, they're always problematic. And definitely get the Yari Samurai. I'm pretty sure it's going to be illegal to own a pike in Japan after this.
The enemy general lies dead upon the battlefield, Great Khan! Let us attack and make your victory complete!
Oh, I intend to. Anyone else? Oh, that's where the old cockiness went. Yeah, something tells me we're going to win. Come on, where are you? Oh. Well then, let's get up some high ground so we can get some arrow fire on them first. Unfortunately, that means that only one of my units is really useful in this battle. I suppose the same would have applied if it was Yari cavalry. Come on, don't be shy. Now I'm firing at them for now, but once they get into range I'm going to charge. So the AI knows there's not much point in retreating, so... Oh wait. Or maybe skirmish mode is just as unreliable as it always is. Seriously, what is complicated about run directly away from the scary guys chasing you? I love that axe animation. It makes you want to join in.
He will have to run far and fast to escape his shame. The enemy general lies dead upon the battlefield.
Look, the psychologist who lives in my head tells me I'm perfectly normal. Oh, they had... Okay. That one at least was expected, and probably deserved. Who would have thought invading Japan would be difficult? Keep making progress. Let's see. Well, it's not a massive revolt. And thanks to that victory, here you go. Ah, things are actually calming down a little bit in this province. Oh, for heaven's sake. Get them moving north, send them south. Alright, let's see. Well, they'll need reinforcements. And I think it's time to finally break Tosa. Some infantry would be nice. Yeah, this should be eminently possible with just 3 units. Works for me. Oh, of course, if they want to advance and make life easy for me, I'm up for that. I want to avenge the defeat we took here last year. Come on then. What are you waiting for? So I'm going straight for the banners here. Which is my expression for saying I'm going straight for their general. In other words, straight for the enemy's senior banner. Oh no, you don't. But you can't stop us all. I'm getting good at this. It's a testament to just how good these cavalry are that we didn't take any casualties in that.
The enemy general has fallen, Great Khan. Let us take his skull as a drink.
Don't let them into the castle. Kill them all. Well, I think that more than avenges last year's debacle. They'll be remembered for their stand. Or at least they will until I censor the history books. So unrest will be getting pretty heavy now. Let's see. Sio's stable. I need to prioritize areas with high unrest at this point. There really is no way around that. Because we will have rebellions. I guess we can have Tosa as well. It's a shame we didn't take Sanuki, that's the wealthiest of the provinces. And once again their daimyo is just there. Ready to be killed. I suppose I have to try again. Again, we kill off the enemy royal family, and the campaign's as good as won, because we'll only have rebels left to deal with. Although I say that, but it will really be more like a stay of execution. Because the faction will eventually re-emerge. You can't just kill off the Japanese and then they're gone, daimyo, and then their leadership's gone forever. They will re-emerge. Let's fight this properly so we don't take excess casualties. The wind will help. All things considered, I'd like my... Well, I suppose this is my least valuable. Honestly, probably better to send in the raw units of... I'll send in the raw units of heavy horse. They're probably less valuable than my veterans. Oh, we lost one of them. So we got... Of course, now that we're actually in melee, two of them. Someone fell from a horse or something because I have trouble believing that he was beaten to death with a crossbow. So that would make a hilarious story. Here lies Arakan, beaten to death with a bow. Yes. Here come the rebels, in all their glory. Oh, we've got time to crush them. Let's see. Things are actually looking okay. What on earth is happening? We've actually got some public order. Finally, we can leave this place. Not so much in Tosa. I'm going to try and send my general off at least. Things are actually surprisingly stable, all things considered. I don't have the money for new watchtowers. Okay, big rebellion, and unfortunately we don't have any cavalry there. I'd at least like to provide them with some units. Now I think about it, I think the campaign is set up so you have to beat down a few rebellions. I'm starting to think the deeper you plunge into Japan, I didn't even know it's possible for the Mongols to keep castles. Oh yeah, now I remember, they can survive. So my doctrine is going to change a bit. I'm going to start snaking out in different directions. And really try and push inwards, even in the face of potential rebellion. Because I think there's always going to be some chance of it. Well, it's an infantry force, but on the other hand, there's only 60 of them that we have to worry about. Let's see. Well, the forest will definitely help if there's cavalry. Of course, the unit we don't want to see. Can you guess what it is yet? Good, because it's not. It's cavalry archers. I'm happy with anything except cavalry archers. Okay. Spearhead the charge. I feel like crushing rebels tonight. Rebels tonight. Fine, tire yourselves out. It'll make it all the easier for our spearmen to catch you. So, usual strategy. Wait for them to come into archer range, charge out suddenly, kill them all, salt the earth. You know, a weekend out. Cause of death got in my way. We could do with coming a bit further forward than that. Although by the looks of things, the infantry are going to be the ones to decide this. You guys are awful shots. Look at the length of that spear. Creative Assembly put some effort into their sprites. Would you like to get chased by that thing? Or this thing? Looks even more terrifying. Probably best to just get involved in the melee now. So they may not be the Mongol star units, but they're still Mongol units. I'm pretty sure these samurai wish they just stayed at home now. They're fighting bravely though.
The enemy general is running for his life, Great Khan. He will have to run far and fast to escape his shame. The enemy general has fallen, Great Khan. Let us take his skull as a drinking cup.
Hey, you forgot your mate's head! We'll return him later. I'm saying that literally. Look, the casualties are literally measured in heads taken. How did we manage to get negative honor in that fight? Oh, okay. So this isn't a rebellion, we're actually attacking this place. I might pull back from this one. I may well pull back from this one. I'm not going to yet, I'd like to take some shots at them first. Because while we're here, we may as well kill some of them. If I can try and get a height advantage above them. I do need to be careful because it's this kind of hyper aggression which got me into trouble before. I wonder what Japanese for impetuous is. What's their equivalent of calling someone a hothead? Thing is, if I can break the first Yari, oh good, they've got two banners though. Well everyone, can Napoleon Complex reel in his aggressive instincts for once and pull back from this obviously unwise fight? Place your bets in the comment section. Leave a timestamp. Yeah, those Yari samurai are pretty heavily armoured. The thing about the Mongol light cavalrymen is that they don't actually make very good horse archers. They're not even called horse archers, they're called light cavalrymen. Actually, I think I see an opening here. I think this might actually be too dangerous even for me. Come on, man, you cannot afford this. Oh no, you don't. We're going full hog on this thing. Show them what their guts look like. Oh my goodness. How did they stand their ground from all of that? Never mind, I'll do it to them again. I think we actually obliterated the unit. Come on, get out of battle. Cycle charge, cycle charge. Do you have any idea how hard it is to pull off a cycle charge in Shogun 1? No, that was too much even for us. It's not fall back. Well, that was annoying. Pulled off 2 perfect flank attacks and I still lost. They're probably falling back. They got what they wanted. There were like 2 of my units, one of which was among my best. Okay, definitely going for the sweeping around the flanks approach this time. Oh, the hill's in the way though. Right, pull out into the centre. This can become our left flank. Well, the general looks like a promising target. I really shouldn't commit to a charge just because I'm getting harassed by 1 archer. Although if you're going to just leave him out in the open for me, oh, that seems like a recipe for panic. I honestly thought they'd break under that kind of pressure. When did the Japanese fight this hard? Come on, I cannot afford to lose this much. Oh, go away! I feel like I'm letting people down watching this nonsense. When did they turn around? Get rid of the group. I swear I don't understand how the morale system of this game works sometimes. Sometimes they break in seconds, and other times it's like they all become 300 Spartans. And getting even one unit of pike. These Yari pikemen, I noticed they all have 2 banners. I think they're coming from a specific province, which gives a bonus to Yari samurai. I think it might be Yamashiro, which is the Emperor's province. Alright, release them. Now they break. What was the massive fight about before? Because this unit is isolated. Another 42 casualties. Well, we're making inroads, but it's been a bloody and unpleasant road. I think I can possibly cut off the troops in Bizen. Awaji or Minasaka. Unrest is getting really quite bad. I'm struggling to continue to advance because it's getting serious now. I'm facing a real chance of revolt every province I go into. I'm gonna have to stop for a while, I think. We'll beat them out of Sanuki. I should have checked what was going on elsewhere. So that's them in... well, we lost our chance to wipe out the Hojo. Let's take a look. Well, things have completely calmed down, and I'm hesitant to take all forces out of the island, but things have really calmed down massively on Kyushu. Where did all that money come from? No, that's not the plan. We're looking to encircle bees and not remove it. So where do you want the revolt to happen is basically the question there. It's kind of the point. We're not going to be attacking bees in this turn. Next turn. That wasn't much in the way of reinforcements. I think this will be our last turn. I've already gone over my time. So I'm making inroads into Japan now. Question is, can I actually seal the deal and close in their capital? Okay. Have the two smallest units in the front. Sending my other units around to surround their army. And this seems to be the strategy that works best. You just surround them completely and then annihilate them. That's a lot of spear points. Clearing away their archery support definitely helps. I'm a bit too close though. They didn't even take part of the battle. They haven't lost anyone yet. So breaking other units first seems to be key to breaking the Eri Samurai. If they're allowed to fight on their own with no units around them fleeing, then they'll fight very hard. I suppose hitting them suddenly from multiple angles also helps. It might depend. And also, I think it depends on the momentum of the battle. There were moments where they were fighting one of my units before the other one hit. It needs to be a simultaneous charge so that they don't feel like they're winning against one unit and therefore get a morale bonus. I think also in the case where we lost the battle, having another unit close by that's coming to the rescue also helps. But we're not going to just abandon our troops there. Please don't be cavalry, please don't be cavalry, please don't be... Seriously, is this all the Great Khan could send? 1 unit of skirmishers? Did they get lost from the rest of the fleet or something? Cavalry archers, perfect. So this kind of implies that we're behind schedule. Need to keep to the woodlands. If we try and fight those horse archers out in the open plain, we are going to get slaughtered. Hoping to cause a shock and cause a rout. Hold your fire. I don't have much choice. I need to drive them off the map.
Is as great a coward as we hoped.
It's funny what strength desperation lends you. Okay, the troops in Wakaza are in huge trouble. So, next time, rescuing Wakaza, and maybe we can raid the capital at Yamashiro. We're knocking at the gates, but the pressure's mounting. I've been Napoleon Complex, thank you for watching my Let's Play. Please consider leaving a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Farewell.